In the beginning, before the 7 days of creation, the one true Almighty God created the 4 archangels and gave them the 4 essences, 4 weapons that contain God's power, meant to bring balance into God's creation. To the Archangel Michael, he gave the blue sword of justice and mercy, meant to execute God's justice and mercy. To the Archangel Gabriel, he gave the green shield of good news and optimism, meant to be God's messenger of good news. To the Archangel Raphael, he gave the purple staff of souls, meant to be a guide for all souls. And finally, to Satan he gave his red trident of persuasion, meant to persuade angels in their faithful service to the Almighty God. Together, the essences contain God's power, but if they are ever to be separated, then a dark time shall ensue. When God saw that what he had created was good, he created more angels, beings of pure spirit meant to serve God. One by one, he began to create the most unique angels with the most unique powers. Angels like me, your faithful servant and narrator. I have not introduced myself yet, but there is a time for everything. After that, God created the material universe.
Hi, my name is Uriel. I am a cherub angel. God has given me a special mission to be the narrator of this epic story.
Let me get you caught up to speed on what's been going on in heaven. The Divider's rebellion is no longer in the shadows. Open warfare is among us. Angels of all choirs struggle to pick a side. Satan's calling card attracts many new angels throughout the universe. I, Uriel, have been there to witness it all, struggling myself to choose and pick a side. Even though I wish to remain faithful to the Almighty, it has been extremely toiling on myself to be in the middle of all of this. Satan's essence, the trident of persuasion, seems to have all these wicked angels in the days, and I hope it has not affected me as well. You see, we angels are so innocent that we cannot even fathom our Satan's trident being used for evil, and he has taken advantage of it, digging below heaven's ground to create a network of tunnels called the Cobweb, using an infernal weapon called the Goliath to dig below the ground and desecrate what should not be desecrated. Heaven, one of God's most precious creations. Heaven. It is said that he is using these intricate tunnels to transport a new breed of angels that they are calling demons. Fierce, corrupted. I myself have witnessed this Goliath machine and its unfathomable power. And behold, God has allowed for there to be one final battle. It is here where all angels' souls will be purged, and they will finally decide who their allegiance belongs to. And I have just witnessed the fall. Millions of my brethren angels fallen into the abyss of darkness and fire, created by themselves and their wicked pride. Tears of excruciating pain run down my face. I think I know where this all started. I think I know where it all went wrong. Let me take you back to the beginning, when things were peaceful in heaven. The Almighty God has summoned his 4 archangels to his palace in heaven. It is a special day because I too have been summoned to this meeting. I heard God's voice clear as day.
Uriel, come to my temple with Michael.
My guess is that we are going to celebrate the creation of the material universe, in particular, the human world. I thoroughly prepare my armor and sword for this meeting. I pride myself in taking care of the small gifts God has given me. How am I so fortunate to be the best friend and apprentice to the Archangel Michael? And so I arrive at his palace. Michael greets me with his essence in hand, the sword of justice and mercy, but we do not say a word because God deserves to hear the first word of the day. Even so, I can tell that he is very excited for me, that I should be included in such an exalted gathering. As we walk, I begin to reminisce on my first memories inside Michael's palace. You see, I am of the lineage of Michael, which means that from an early age, I was chosen to train in combat and sword. My friend and master taught me everything he knew, but even so, my sword can never amount to the type of power he can conjure with his sword in essence. And just like that, we are now ready to go and meet with the 3 other archangels, which in heaven are known as the 4 gallants. And even though I have wings, I am unable to fly, and so my master shall carry me. I don't mind this in the least. Off we go. Wish me good luck. I am now in the Garden of Eden, shadowing Satan as the Lord has commanded of me. But he has also commanded me that I not interfere, that I only report on what happens. Following Satan without his knowledge makes me feel a little ashamed, but this is what the Lord commands. And so I say, Serviam, I will serve. The Garden of Eden is heavily guarded by a platoon of cherub soldiers called the Watchers. The Garden of Eden contains 2 main trees. In the north, the Tree of Life, and in the south, the Golden Tree of Knowledge. Yet Satan is here, meeting with a creature called a snake. Who are you? And what are you doing in my garden? I am Satan from heaven, you see. I was involved in your design. I know everything about you and how cunning you are. You see how my trident mimics your tongue? I have a special mission for you and those of your kind. I need you to help me find something that God has hidden in the Garden of Eden. This object is very precious to me, and I need you to start a war with these animals called primates. After the serpents have received their orders, Satan then turns his attention to the tree. He begins to perform some odd rituals, such as trying to unlock it. He tampers with the tree as much as possible, even taking one of the golden fruits and taking a bite out of it. He does everything possible as if expecting something to happen with the tree, and when it does not, he despairs. In one final desperate attempt, he proceeds to leave his color on one of the fruits of the tree, turning it red, and then he tries to burn the tree down, but he is unable to.